What I have in front of me are two replicas of what's called a Vital tinfoil phonograph. This one is pretty much an exact replica that was built by a friend of mine in the UK. And this one is one I built before I had all the proper measurements and dimensions. Once I got that, I gave them to my friend, and he made a really good replica. This is a copy of a machine that was made in 1879, so only a couple of years after Edison invented the tinfoil phonograph and was able to record the human voice and sound. Vital did not design this machine, but he was an early exhibitor, and he had these manufactured. They are really the simplest you can get for a tinfoil phonograph. They're simple wood design with a plaster mandrel. So making this, what I had to do was I made the mandrel, and then I used this as a lathe, and I used a chisel to carve the smooth shape, because the mandrel has to be exactly true or it won't work. And then I used another chisel to take out the groove across it as it fed across with this feed screw. So I tried them once before and I didn't have great success, but I want to try them again and see if I can get them to work, because I mean, it will be the hardest one to get to work because it's plaster and wood, and it's not very sturdy, and over time the wood warps. Keeping that needle exactly in the groove is really difficult. And on this particular model, there's really no way to adjust the sideways movement of the needle in that groove. The height adjustment on this one is done with this screw. You can, it goes in there and you can adjust it further or closer to the mandrel. This one is ingenious. There's a little screw here, and you undo it and it presses against there, so I can adjust exactly how close it gets to the mandrel. So I'm going to bring you in close to take a look at these, and then I'm going to try recording on them, or at least try recording on one. Of course, it'd be nice to have an original, but as far as I understand, there are only 3 originals known, and I believe there was one possibly made that had a much bigger mandrel. So let's look at the one that's more of an exact replica. Yeah, the mandrel on the originals was painted kind of a burgundy color. The woodworking is really good. My friend did a great job. There's the needle, the diaphragm. There's the nut that adjusts the height. I know you can see something recorded on there. We're going to hear that in a minute. Here's the one I made. Maybe not quite as nice. And not exactly the right shape. I took a few liberties with the way I made it. But that's because I don't have a lot of equipment, woodworking equipment. But it came out pretty good. It looks good. I'm happy enough with it. So let me give this a try. All right, I don't hold out much hope for this one, but we're going to give it a try. Ready? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. All right, now the moment of truth. Wow, did you hear that? I mean, you got to be impressed. I'm impressed. I've been playing with my tinfoil phonographs for a while and trying to make some videos, and I've consistently had trouble getting them to sound pretty good. I've done it over and over a few times. I've made adjustments, and still my results aren't as good as I've had in the past. But this one, the one that I felt was least likely to actually produce a good sound, produced an excellent sound. So I can't believe it. Just an amazing little machine. So I hope you like this video on this unusual and rare replica tinfoil phonograph.